Hi guys, Spiritual Barbie. This is your reading for June 2020, right? It's for all signs. All signs are involved in this. I'm not segregating between signs, okay? So this is your message for 2020. What's coming. This is a predictive reading, okay? The other readings, not so predictive. They're more advice-based and message-based. This reading is going to be very predictive. This is what's coming in June 2020, and you can count with it. All right, so let's get into the reading. Remember, it's all signs. All right, all signs. All right, so we have standstill, number 52. Okay, just have a look at standstill. This is a message about, taking it easy and just allowing yourself to be in that space where things are not moving, but also, I'm hearing great change to come. Okay, so there are great changes to come this month, but either it's happening later on in the month, or it's happening in a way that you need to stand still to allow the fullness of these changes to take place. You need to stand still. Okay, so I'm gonna read for the standstill. The standstill appears When the standstill appears, it is a symbol of pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. It represents the benefits of temporary non-action, as well as what happens when one is stuck. When things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, the symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Perhaps it's time to gather more information, or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, take the focus off whatever is stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think, okay? Sorry if you hear that. My neighbors are always doing house improvement work. So they make some noise, especially when it starts to get warm. All right? But hopefully you can still hear my voice. So it seems like the month of June 2020, I feel like for a lot of you guys, just stand still. Like, you don't need to really move forward or do anything or make any changes or anything. But for others of you guys, you really need to stand still so you can get the information or the next steps. Some of you guys are in alignment to the point where you hear like the voice of spirit, or you feel inclined to do certain things, and you need to trust your inclinations. For others of you guys who are maybe more matrix oriented, everybody's on different souls are on different levels, right? So some souls have just been in the matrix for longer, and so they have freed themselves from the matrix, while other souls are younger, and so they're in the matrix more. And so if you're more matrix oriented, you'll feel like things are not moving forward and you don't know what to do, and that's fine. Just go outside and play, and go and enjoy the beautiful weather. It's gorgeous right now, right? June is going to be a gorgeous month, especially weather-wise. Now, if you're someone who is, you've beaten Saturn, right? You have like a more of a contract with Saturn where you freed yourself from Saturn. There's some people that's kind of that's your life path. Then you need to stand still so that you can hear the messages and the voices of spirit and know the next steps to go. Okay, so we have stay strong in your faith. Some of you guys are really struggling with staying positive about something, and I don't blame you. I'm not going to sit there and tell you to stay positive. I genuinely feel like whatever this is that you're having trouble staying positive with, it genuinely is something that I wouldn't stay positive about either. NGL. I remember this one bitch, right, a few years ago. She commented on one of my videos, and I will never forget how entitled this broad was, right? And if she watches me, which she probably doesn't, I just want you to know you're a fucking cunt, right? But there was this one girl who, she commented on one of my videos, and she was like, "Oh, you call yourself a healer? Shame on you." And I was like, first of all, if I was a healer, first of all, you have done absolutely nothing for me, bitch. You have done nothing ever for me or anyone that I care about. So first of all, why do you think I owe you anything? That's number one. Number two, I never said I was a healer. I'm a high priestess. I'm a psychic. I'm not a healer. I'm not here to heal you. You're supposed to heal yourself. Your body heals itself. Do your own work, all right? So for those of you guys who are watching this and you're like, oh, well, why is she so negative? Why is she so... Well, I don't think people say I'm negative. I think people are just like, wow, okay. That's just my style of reading. And I'm saying with the situation that you're having trouble staying positive with, Jesus fucking Christ, that noise, it's bothering my ears. But I'd say that the situation that you're having trouble being positive with, it's something that I understand why you have trouble staying positive with it, because it's not a positive situation. You get it? It's not a positive situation. So I understand why you have trouble staying positive. That's what I said when I meant that. I'm not here to kiss your ass. And I'm not here, I'm here because of this High Lord of service and gratitude. Right? I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass, and I'm not here to heal anybody, right? You're supposed to do the work, pick up the pen and paper and heal yourself, like everybody else does, right? So that's not what I'm here for. For that fucking cunt broad that said that shit. Fuck you. Alright. So let's see what else is coming in June. I really feel like there's a situation right now that you're in that it's not like you're supposed to stay positive because it's gonna get better, but you're supposed to stay positive because better things are to come in your future, and this is just something that you have to go through, right? Years ago, when I was younger, like in high school, I was severely depressed. Like, I was going to commit suicide. I was in a very dark place. And I don't know what got me through that, because there was nothing that I was looking forward to except for possibly going to college and leaving my parents' house, because I always wanted to leave this house. It's something I just feel like I'm chained to, right? And so I felt it was really hard for me back then to stay positive and stay strong in my faith, because I couldn't see anywhere outside of that. You know, I couldn't see anywhere outside of what I was going through. And it's just one of those situations that it wasn't like you're supposed to see the positive because you're such a good situation. No, you're why they're saying stay strong in your faith is just stay strong in your faith in life, you know? And don't worry about things that are outside of you that are opposing forces. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy and it sucks and it's not fun to go through whatever it is that some of you guys are currently going through, right? But please remember that situations are always subject to change. And, you know, when you're finding yourself for years and years and years in a really awful situation, in the future, you will free yourself from that really awful situation, okay? So we also have the Arrow Master hitting the mark. So that's telling me that a lot of you guys are on point. Whatever it is that you're perceiving about a situation in June, or you probably could already be perceiving about it now, you're on point about it, okay? You're hitting the mark. You've got it on point. You're right, essentially, okay? And whatever intention that you set, you're going to hit that intention. But I really feel like there is this level of needing to be still, because for those of you guys who are more matrix assimilated, don't take offense to that. It's okay. Like, I'm not trying to sound whatever. But, you know, for those of you guys who are more matrix assimilated, right, you just sit back. You know, don't really, or even if you're trying to manifest something that's more in the matrix than it's more spiritual, right? Just sit back and let the universe move things around for you. And if you're more of a creator, then, or if this is a situation that requires more of your own input, your own creation, you'd be surprised what doesn't require your input in it for it to get done, right? Then, you know, you'll get the jolts, you'll get the inspiration, you'll get the messages, you'll get the hunches that you need to follow. All right? It's dumb hot. It's really hot today. All right, so I really feel like you're hitting the mark this month, but I also feel like with the Dolomite energy, yes, stay strong in your faith, but it's also like this situation that you're in, you don't need to stay strong in it because it's going to get better. You need to stay strong in a situation because something else is coming from this situation that is much better suited for you. In fact, that's the reason why you entered into this situation, okay? So, yeah. So we have the Arrow Master. Some of you guys, whatever you're perceiving as a cross or a burden, it is a burden. You're right. Don't worry. And in time, you will be freed from this burden. All right, so let's get into what's really going on and what's really Gucci this month. Let's see what's really Gooch this month in June 2020, you guys. All right, so we have death. This is a situation in your life that's ending permanently, okay? It's only a matter of time. You don't have a long time before it ends, okay? So there's a situation that's transforming, and I feel like a lot of you guys, you could be feeling very heavy. I don't want to say negative. You could perceive it as negative, but what I'm feeling is more of an energy of like, they're saying not giving a fuckness. Like, where it's like, it's not like this, it's not this energy of not giving a fuck, I'm angry. It's really truly like when, what it really truly means to not give a fuck. In the sense that I really don't care. I could live or die. That's the sort of energy that I feel like some of you guys are coming into June with, where you just don't care anymore. Like, there's really nothing that's worth your energy. There's really nothing that's worth your stress. There's really nothing that's worth, you know, you putting up with something that is subpar, that is rudimentary, is what I'm hearing. Jesus, the language sometimes my guides use, I'm like, what the hell are you guys saying? But that's how they speak, right? So it's something that it's like, what I'm trying to actually say is, you're getting to this point in June where you don't give a fuck. Okay? And when somebody who can look death in the eye and not flinch is a very dangerous person. And they're dangerous because you can't control them. Because this person could live or die. They don't care. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you're getting to that place in either one area of your life or just with your life in general. And the more broad you're getting to this sensation, the more, the larger what it is you're going to manifest is. Okay? Because you're manifesting. But there's a level of detachment that's needed. That's a big level of detachment that is needed. Like, there's a level of detachment that's needed that literally, sometimes it's like you detach from something, but it doesn't go too far away. This level of detachment that's needed for whatever is going on in June is like this far off. How far off detached you're supposed to be from the situation. And that's why this death energy is showing up. It's not a traditional death energy that I'm sensing off of this particular death card. What I'm sensing is someone who literally doesn't care anymore. Okay? So we have the King of Swords. I genuinely feel like, that's what I'm saying. There is this energy of I could live or die. That's what I'm feeling for you in June. And, you know, this is remember, it's all signs. I could live or die with the situation. I really don't care anymore. And this is when you manifest the biggest things, the most amazing things. I mean, this is when you manifest big things, bro. When you're sitting in this energy, like, where you don't care, like, you're dangerous. Because no one can control you. No one can dangle a carrot in your face because you don't care if you eat either. Because it's either you get what you want or you die, quote unquote. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords reversed, and then we have the Chariot reversed. I really feel like there's someone in your environment, some of you guys, this could be people, an establishment. Pinks represent establishments, people, things that have been around for a long time, that have been very controlling, okay? That have tried to control your mind, or in some way they have controlled your mind. Been very constricting, they've put you down. For some reason, I'm getting like this Two of Swords energy, where it's almost like two, like, you know, the Two of Swords where it's like indecision, or it's, you know, codependency in thought, like needing to listen to other people's opinions before you make a decision. That sort of energy has plagued your life for a very long time in one particular area of your life, or in all areas of your life. They're saying not yet. And I really feel like in June, there is a complete death to that, where you don't care anymore about what this King of Swords energy has to offer. Like, I really feel like you're either becoming the King of Swords, because the King of Swords, the reason why these people have been able to control whether a group for a long time, or maybe if it's just you and this person for a long time, they don't have to be an air sign. It's just someone who is who's mastered the airspace, right? And takes action from a place of complete logic. I mean, he's the sociopath. The King of Swords, when he's reversed, he can be a sociopath because he is the king of thought, and he's completely devoid of emotion. Like, no emotion. The only king with no emotion. He's in love with his thoughts. That is the sort of king energy that you guys are stepping into for yourself, but it's because there were people, an institution, or a particular person in your life that in the past controlled your mind. And so you needed to undergo a massive death, in which I'm just hearing someone say, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. All right. So, the reason why they've been able to do that is because they gained, I'm hearing, intelligence. This person is intelligent. They're good at manipulating people, but not that good, because you're freeing yourself, right? If you're really good at something, then how is somebody able to realize that you're doing it? Because you're, magicians, you can never see their other hand. But that's for the really good magicians and the really good illusionists. You never know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. So we have the Queen of Cups energy here. I really feel like they could be new love for some of you guys coming in, right? But I genuinely feel like a love, they're saying for everybody, there's love, right? Now this could be self-love, this could be love for family, love for home, a new creative sort of energy coming to you, intuition being reborn. That could be it for some of you guys, but it doesn't have to be what it is for some of you guys. But there definitely is this renewed sense of love where your emotional body is running at optimal condition now. Whereas I think before, your emotions, sorry, it's so gritty. I think before, your emotions were kind of stuffed up and staled up because of this King of Swords that would kind of say one thing but then do another, or they would manipulate you. They would manipulate your emotions. They would manipulate you through belief systems and through ideologies and all that stuff. No more, because I just keep hearing, I don't give a fuck. That's what I keep hearing. Some of you guys may be seen by other people as dangerous this month. But it's because people are afraid of what they don't understand, right? But you understand yourself. People are only afraid of what they don't understand. And also people say stuff like that because they're not able to control you. Okay? Some people want to control people because it makes them feel safe, right? And with that, that's more benign. But some people want to control people because they are malicious, and that's when it becomes malignant. All right? So the Seven of Swords and the Two of Wands, I just feel like you're done. Like there's something in your life that you used to do and you used to put up with and you used to try to understand for so long, and it's like you are done. You are done. I think you have realized there's something, no matter how much you thought it would work out, or no matter how much you would wait around for it to work out, or no matter how much effort you put in for it to work out, it was never going to work out. It never was, because I'm hearing the person never designed it to. They never designed it that way. They never actually wanted it to work out that way. All right? And you're realizing it now. And now there's a death, right? And this is a... Death energy is... I can't tell if it's necessary or if it's... or death is in general, right? I can't tell if it's necessary or if it happens as a result of, just things, unfortunate things happening. Because there's this grave misunderstanding of death. In fact, what led me to the occult was I was always obsessed with death since I was a little girl. Been obsessed with death, right? Because I wanted to know where everybody fucking went, like where does everyone go that you care about that leaves this planet? Where do they go? I was always obsessed with it when I was little. So, I have like a respect for it, but I also wonder if it's necessary, because when you look back on it, the things that lead to death, they don't actually have to happen, that if it's almost like you always have that period of regret, you always have that period of, well, it didn't have to go that way, or, maybe if I did this or this different, then maybe it would have happened. And maybe there's a reason why people feel that way about death, and it's because maybe it doesn't have to happen that way, or maybe people don't have to die. But if people didn't have to die, why does everybody die? It's like, it's one of those things I can never wrap my head around. Whatever I can't wrap my head around, I obsess over, right? It could be that Scorpio of Mars, right? So the reason why there's something transforming and coming to a conclusion here is because, A, with the Fool reverse, it was never going to be a leap of faith. It was never going to be something that you thought it was going to be. And the reason why it's happening, B, is because there was no cooperation. It wasn't cooperative, you know. Maybe one person was cooperating more than the other, and it's almost like this person who was cooperating less, they were benefiting off of someone cooperating more, you know. And I'm just hearing this person never deserved you. Like, that's what I keep hearing. So, you know what? You're free. All right? And this is not an ending that you're going to be like lamenting over them. You're going to create amazing shit. You're going to manifest amazing fucking things through this ending, okay? And I don't think this is something that you're fearing. So if it's something that you're thinking about and you're like, wow, you know, I hope it doesn't happen, or, you know, maybe, then this isn't the death that they're talking about. This is something that by now that you're watching this, you're so over it. You're so over it. Like, you don't care. You don't care, all right? So I'm seeing here with the King of Swords energy, this is an energy of people outside of you that you're leaving behind, but it's also an energy of you, an energy that you're taking up, right? And what is this happening, and why is this happening? The Eight of Wands reverse talks of an energetic flow that is consistent. It's so consistent that it is karmic. Eights are karmic energies, right? And so when the Eight of Wands goes reverse, it means that there is a karmic situation in which there's an energy flow, an energy exchange that is, it's cut. It's like someone showing me a scissors tethering, cutting a line or cutting a string, that now the reason why the Eight of Wands reverse represents blockages is because there is, the connection is now being severed. And it's because the connection was karmic. It was very unhealthy. And you or them, right, have come to the end of that cycle. I feel like whoever this King of Swords energy is, I'm also hearing King of Wands as well, Sagittarius, whoever this King of Swords energy is, they were blocking your success, and they were also, you had a lot of hatred. Like, I feel like this is someone that you really hate, you know, like, I know we don't like that word, but this is someone that, but church taught you not to like that word. Because you don't have a problem with using words. As a child, you never had problems saying F you or F that or whatever. It was church and your parents that taught you that those words were bad. So let's grow up a little bit, and let's not let other people tell us what to think and what to feel, because there are people that we hate in this world, and that's okay. You know? That's fine to feel angry. That's a natural emotion. And my sister taught me that, because I never liked feeling angry. But how can you move forward if you don't acknowledge how you truly feel? So my little sister taught me that. It's okay to be mad and feel mad. All right? So I feel like this person, they were nasty. They were rude. They don't have anything nice to say. Fuck them, right? And then with the Chariot reverse, they were blocking your victory. And I feel like, especially if you're Cancerian, or you've got Cancer like in your 5th house, in your 10th house or something like that, or Cancer moon or rising or whatever, like, this person really, you really have a bone to pick with this person, because, you know, this person, they have blocked your destiny for so long. You know what I mean? Like, they have blocked your destiny, bro, for a minute. For a minute. For a minute. And you're just like, nah, I'm taking back the power. For some of you guys, this could have been a husband, a father. You know, like I said, it could be an institution. The Emperor energy can be an institution. It could be you know, somebody who owns a business or something, right? No more. I feel like this person or this situation, you've allowed them to have dominion over your life for so long. Stop it. Take back your power and act. When you say you're going to do something, do it. That's the energy with the King of Swords. And here comes the world. After I said that, I just saw the world. So it really is like, that's at the end of the story. That's what it needs to what it means, right? That's what it means. You know, the energy of the King of Swords, the reason why everybody respects this guy is because if he says, I'm going to slap the shit out of you, you say that one more time, I'll slap the shit out of you. And you said it, and he gets up and he slaps the shit out of you. You're not going to be mad because he said he was going to slap the shit out of you if you said that again. But if you did it again, it's like you didn't respect what he was saying. And that's why a lot of people respect, and personally me, well, I am a swords person, so I do vibrate under this energy very heavily, right? But a lot of people respect this. I mean, this is a judge, this is a lawyer, this is a scientist, this is someone who's very high up and very respected in their fields, because they're a man or woman of their word, and when they say they're going to do something, they are going to do it. And I feel like you guys are stepping into that space where before there was someone who sat in this role for you that was very manipulative, and they manipulated you mentally, right? And because of all that manipulation that was happening, now you're turning around, taking back your power, and you're saying, I said what I said. Nene Leaks, okay? I said what I said, and I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. And that's what you're doing. I mean, there's no other take charge cards like the King of Swords and the Emperor in a tarot deck. There's nobody else more take charge. Seriously. You guys are taking back control over your life. And the reason why is because you've done the soul searching, right? You're doing the soul searching. You know that you need more soul searching. Some of you guys, you want to isolate yourself from whoever or whatever this is. And so you know that this person, if they're a manipulator, if they're crazy, if they're a narcissist, right? They're not, or they're a sociopath or a psychopath, they're not just gonna let you be alone. They feed off of your energy. So you need to cut. He's the King of Swords. A sword cuts. You need to cut the cord. That's what I'm definitely hearing that in June. Cords are being cut. Cords are being cut. Now we move on to the love aspect of this month, which I certainly wasn't expecting, but there's definitely a heavy love energy. But why am I shocked? I mean, it's Gemini season, like, so what am I even saying? So there is this renewal of love, bro. And I feel like it's with a new emperor, right? But not someone who has so much dominion over your life that, or they abuse their power. It's someone who, with the sun energy, could be a Leo, right? And the King of Wands is underlying the deck, so it could be a Leo character, male or female, doesn't matter. They can have water in their chart. It doesn't matter who it is or what they look like. That's just the vibration I'm picking up. And it's different for all you guys because this is an all sign monthly reading, right? So there is new love here coming for a lot of you guys, okay? And it's really going to brighten up your world. I think you need this brightness because you're sitting in death energy, so you kind of need some brightness and some light and some love. But I really feel this energy of happiness and of satisfaction here. And it comes because there is a removal. There's something that needs to be removed. And you don't care anymore about removing the situation anymore. Right? And so this comes because you do need some healing. All right? So some of you guys, this could start with just self-love. But for most of you guys, this is a really sweet treat, is what I keep hearing. Very sweet treat. All right? So this is really lovely. Something that you want. It's a great way to end off the reading. The Hierophant with the Two of Cups. Some of you guys can be getting engaged, strengthening a commitment with a person. You guys can't make this stuff up, right? You know how I read. I don't like to be too mushy-gushy because people lose their minds over love and they lose themselves because they think they're in love, but they're really in codependency, right? And I'm all about being independent. I'm all about being independent in your emotion and not because people manipulate the crap out of your emotions. When you are not in charge of your emotions, people manipulate you, and I hate seeing that. So I don't like promoting that too much on my channel, but I like people to sit in hope, So I really feel like there's something here that some love is blooming, right? Whilst some psychopath is leaving your life because you just don't care anymore. You're not so attached to material things anymore, right? And then also a part of you has died. Like there is a way that you used to be that you will never relate to anymore. And it's freaky because with the Chariot, I feel like whatever this way you were that you used to be, you were blocking manifestations through being that way. Like it made you kind of inactive in some way. Like you would have like the best intentions, but for some reason things would happen for you, and it's because there was something in your life that was blocking it, and it was associated with some aspects of you that really needed to die. Like I'm just hearing death. Like it never needs to come back again. Not in a new form. It's gone, okay? Because it was really blocking you. It could be depression for some of you guys, but it probably is something in your environment as well. Death doesn't leave without taking something physical as well. It takes souvenirs and trophies, right? So that is what I have for you guys this month for June 2020. I see love coming in here, a strengthening of a commitment, or a commitment coming in for some of you guys that will last a lifetime, or that will last a long time. Death, and some narcissist is leaving your life, which let them go, right? Okay, that's what I have for you guys. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.